For 50 years, Manomet, a science-based sustainability nonprofit, has been working to build a more sustainable world for birds, for people, and for our planet. Manomet Bird Observatory was established on August 4th, 1969 by Betty Anderson, an avian enthusiast and conservation pioneer, and a team of dedicated volunteers.
Betty was just one of those sort of dynamic spirits that continues on. She didn't tell you to do things, she just assumed that you would know what needed doing and go and do it. And that was just perfect. So Brian Harrington and I were both taken on in the same season, and we both kind of fitted into that mold, so it worked well. But she wasn't a boss. Although she was a boss, she was also just a good friend.
During its first decade, Manomet was a place where young budding biologists could gain practical field experience. Many of these interns and volunteers went on to become leaders in academia, conservation, and business, a tradition that continues to this day. Manomet's work over its first 25 years expanded organically from landbirds, shorebirds, and forests, and opened the door to a broader understanding of the world around us. This understanding of how the many facets of our world are connected, and a belief that we cannot solve the complex challenges that we are facing by ourselves, is integral to understanding Manomet's history and how we are preparing to lead in our next 50 years.
Well, I think it's vital to have the scientific background on the reasons for environmental protection and environmental change. And their work with shorebirds is just fantastic, and putting together the different regions down in South America, Central America, and all the way up to Alaska, and also on the East Coast, makes all the difference in the world as far as preserving the birds, but also awareness of people as to the importance of this. And then the 50 years of banding that Trevor has done here at Manomet is the type of long-range information that we badly need as to changes in the size of birds, changes in their weight, changes in the number of ones coming through, and which varieties also. And as the climate changes, we're going to see changes in the number of birds and the kinds of birds we see.
Manomet scientists believe that to save the birds we love, as well as nature and our way of life, we need to apply science to protect critical habitats while also engaging the larger forces that are shaping the world around us. That's why we work with the timber industry to improve forest management so forests can become more resilient to climate change, the agriculture sector to minimize its environmental impact, the shrimp, rice, and salt industries in South America to improve shorebird habitat while also ensuring a profitable future, and so many others.
I love the science we do. I think the science that we bring to the table in any of the projects, and that can be anything from the grocery to the fisheries to the landbirds to the shorebirds to the forests, I think the science behind it is what gives us the entree, and once we have that we can be uncontroversial. And we can come in and we can say, here's what we find out, or if we don't know, what should we be looking for? Let's go look, let's find out. And I think as long as we bring the science to the table, I feel sort of optimistic that we are in a good position to inform society.
I think management's approach of engaging a variety of people and organizations, for-profit and non-profit, and having a discussion with them and trying to figure out what they're trying to accomplish and then work towards a goal of making the world a better place is what I enjoy about Manomet.
The reason we joined and got involved with this was Manomet's history of being an objective, science-based organization. You know, there's all sorts of organizations out there dealing with environmental issues, and many of them have very specific agendas, left side, right side element. Manomet historically has looked at things from science, and as a forester, you know, we're scientists, and we wanted to engage in that discussion.
Manomet is looking forward to our future and continuing our work to create a more sustainable world for the birds and for all of us. We hope you'll join us.